a 2-1 team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Hey, they're scared.
Jones on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones, throwing after the interception. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Come on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to 80 weapon. I'm going to run you up this.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
15,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch 22. Jet over. 22. Jet. Jet. Front wheel. Front wheel.
Haskins from his own end zone. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. On 3rd down, Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Tate. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check tight. Check tight.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go.
And he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready to break.
56 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come on.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run. And
he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ball shot. 47's the mic, boy. 46. Come on. Let's hot. Hot. I hope you brought your lips because I'm about to take you to school.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready. A good first half.
The offensive them on. Here's nice first half that we've had.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be.
Here we go. Watch that.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson, here over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. Go right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you. Bang, 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 bang.
Again, it's Mixon. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to be best blocker.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring.
Momentum of that play. And they will get to this one and down it. Offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he completes it to Tate. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. Off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Ready?
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long.
Protein spill. 56. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Let's go.
Jones now. Off the play fake. And Tate's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 15-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. It fights him off. Breaks a tackle. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Play action. Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Jones on the crossing route, complete. That's Tate. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this one complete to Reed. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go now. Get to Pittsburgh. Check back. Watch 32.
They go play action now. Haskins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Redskins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.